Yo guys, what's going on? I am George and this is You Wanna Watch. Welcome back to the shop and welcome back to another project. Today we got us another tool medley. I say without any further ado, we jump right into it. Let's go. Alrighty guys, well let's get a good look at these, shall we? This is a vintage jab saw. I don't know a maker's mark or anything like that on there. Hopefully there's something on the blade that we'll find when we clean this up. But I think the handle will clean up just nice. Next we got is a 1-inch hide scraper. I think this will clean up really good too. So I'm pretty excited about that. The wife found this nice little Stanley stubby. Want to get this cleaned up. And I got another octopus grip utility knife. This isn't a Defiance and it's not marked Stanley. But it's made in the USA, so get this cleaned up and looking good as well. So I say we take a few of these over to the wire wheel and we'll get started. Alrighty guys, well this is after the wire wheel. Didn't come out too bad. There's still a little bit of red paint in the crevices and stuff. We'll take care of that. The little 1-inch hide scraper, putty knife, came out pretty good. There is a lot of staining on the handles. I wonder if a little soak in some deoxy will take care of that. I'm going to try that. Then we'll give it a shot, you know. The blade on the jab saw, it's stained as well. I think a soak should take care of that. The little Stanley cleaned up really nice. Quite happy with that as well. Thing's super clean. That's awesome. And of course, you know, all the hardware, that stuff cleaned up really nice. I think I'm going to start sanding on the handle for the jab saw. And while we get some other stuff soaking. So I think that's how I'm going to go about doing this. So let's get reset up for that. Alrighty guys, well we got all the pieces soaking in the deoxy. I got the scraper taped to the side. I didn't want to get the handle all wet. But I think a few hours soak in that metal will clean up just fine. We're going to start by sanding on the jab saw handle, and then we're going to start the little Stanley stubby after that. We're just going to use some 240 and try and clean it up a little bit. So see the back of this, it's real dirty. A lot of dirt up in the grain of that wood. Having a hard time getting it out. But we'll take care of it. We'll get it all cleaned up. Hopefully looking the best we can. Boy, I got a big nick right out of that side. I gotta fix that. Alright. We'll keep going. Alright guys, we got us some English chestnut. We're going to put that on there. It's going to be a nice dark stain. It's not, you know, extremely dark like a walnut, like a black walnut or nothing, but this is a pretty good stain. I like it. I like the tones that it leaves. Alrighty guys, well we got a pretty good coat on there. I'm quite happy with that. I like the color. I think what I'm going to do is let this soak in for a little while. We'll wipe off the excess, then I'll spray it with a shellac. So let's let that sit here and we'll get back at it after a few. Well guys, I'm going to go with the vodka lacquer. We're going to get a nice coat on here. That'll be coat number one, then we'll go over it with a second. Alrighty, so we got us 3 coats of lacquer on this. It's nice and shiny. I'm going to go over it one more time with this 4/0 steel wool. We're going to get all the little rough and bumpies off there. Yeah, that's nice. There we go, nice and smooth. Then we're going to go over it with some Big Vic's wood butter. Alright, nice and silky smooth. I like that color. Finish came out fantastic on there. Not bad. I think that'll look nice actually. Once the blade's all done and it's all put back together. Sweet. Alright. Set that off to the side. We're still waiting on the paint to dry on the little screwdriver, and we're still waiting on the metal to finish up, so maybe I should start another project while I'm waiting on these. Who knows? Alright, well, the paint's dry on the screwdriver. See what she looks like all done. Hopefully it came out good. Oh yeah, can't complain about that, not one bit. Tape off the blade. Nice slick handle, metal's nice and clean. Oh yeah, quite happy with that. Really happy with that. Cool. Well, we'll set that right here and we'll wait on the metal to finish cleaning up. All right. Get us some blue on there. Oh, nice. Got all the colors in there that I was looking for. A bit more oil on the blade. Little tiny bit here of 4-aught, rub it in a little bit. Ah, there we go. A little off, but well, let's get this moved. There we go, there's the jab saw. I think that thing looks absolutely fantastic. I like the light bluing. I didn't want to go super dark with it. That's pretty cool. I like that. I think the handle came out really good too. Cool, cool, cool. Very excited about that. So there is the jab saw. Here is the little Stanley screwdriver. Handle came out fantastic. Quite happy with that. And of course the metal cleaned up really nice as well. So there's 2 of them. 2 out of the 4. I say we start on the putty knife. I think this one's going to take a while. The blade on there is really dark now. This has been soaking for about 4 hours. I apologize about the dogs barking, guys. I really do. I am going to throw this on my fine wire wheel. We'll see if we can't clean this up a little bit. I'll meet you over there. Alrighty, we got it cleaned up. We got it taped off. I want to rough up the paint that's on this now. I want to get rid of the high spots on there. Just get it to where it'll accept a new coat of paint. This is 150 grit. I'll probably go over it with a 240 to smooth it out just a little bit more. But that 150 is working pretty good to get the high spots off there, so quite pleased. Alrighty guys, I threw a coat of primer on this real quick. We're going to go over it with Caterpillar Yeller. So this should be interesting. Oh, not getting good spray out of this tip. Let's give that a little while to cure up, then we'll throw as a second coat on there. Alrighty guys, so last but not least, it's been soaking in here a few hours. Zoom that back out a little bit. We've got the octopus grip. Handle the utility knife. There's a screw in there somewhere, isn't there? Oh, there it is. Listen for the click. Rid of our deoxy, we'll put it over here. get this all cleaned up. See what that deoxy did for it. Hopefully it did some justice. Oh yeah, no rust at all on the inside no more. In all the areas that I couldn't get a wire brush, took it all out. That's excellent. Nice. Excellent, excellent, excellent. There we go. Finally getting it off there. And it should be, yes. Nice. Look at that. That cleaned up real nice, didn't it? Quite happy with that. All right. Alrighty guys, the little 1-inch Hyde putty knife. I think that came out absolutely fantastic. I'm quite happy with it. I do like the yellow handle versus the green. So yeah, quite pleased with that. The little Stanley, number 1 I would guess, screwdriver. I think that came out absolutely fantastic. The silky gloss black with the cleaned up ferrule and of course the cleaned up shank. I think it came out absolutely fantastic. The little utility knife, we just threw a little bit of color on the embellishments. That's all we did. USA and red, white, and blue, and of course made in with the green. So quite happy with how clean this came out as well. But my favorite would have to be the jab saw. I simply love the color of that handle. It's absolutely nice. I do like the light blue on the blade itself. I think it came out really, really good. And that's it for this tool medley. Alrighty guys, well we are all done with this one. I am quite happy with how everything turned out. Hope you guys are too. Like always, the most important thing, stay safe, be safe, and we will see you guys next week with another. Bye.